Would you spend $25 on a dress? Maybe like this one. Now, some may say this is reasonable or maybe even a steal to others. Now, what about $25,000? Yes, $25,000 on one single dress. Now, to average consumers like ourselves, this may seem unreasonable, right? However, in the world of haute couture, that's just the starting point. What is haute couture? Why does it cost so much? And why are there people and consumers willing to spend so much money? These are the facts that we will discuss today. First, let's start off on what exactly is haute couture. Haute couture is the French translation of high sewing or high fashion, and it was established in Paris in 1908. And in order for a garment to be considered haute couture, it must be 100% handmade, meaning no sewing machines, no button applicators, nothing. Solely handmade, needle and thread. And actually, there are only 18 fashion houses that are able to sell haute couture because they are regulated under the Syndical Chamber of Haute Couture Garments. And out of these 18 fashion houses, there are three mainstream or the most common known, and they are Chanel, Christian Dior, and Givenchy. Now that we've learned a little bit more on what the basics of haute couture is, let's talk about the cost associated with these garments. As I stated before, the starting price of haute couture is at $25,000. So where does it end? In fact, Forbes states that these garments range from $25,000 well into the millions. In fact, in recent history, the most expensive garment was worn by Samantha Mumba at the Spider-Man 2 movie premiere. The dress was worth $9 million. Now, that's the cost for consumers who are wanting to buy these garments. Now, how much does it actually cost for these garments to be produced? In fact, I learned from Attire Club that no profit is made by these fashion houses. That's right, they don't make any money. Obviously, people have to pay the $25,000 to $9 million for them. However, they don't reach any profits. Because these garments are handmade, the labor costs are so high for these garments. So how do these companies stay in business? Now remember, I mentioned brands like Chanel, Christian Dior, and Givenchy. Now, as consumers and shoppers, you may see these products on jewelry, handbag, and other clothing that you can maybe buy at Macy's or Saks Fifth Avenue. And yes, these are still maybe pricey items. They're nowhere near $25,000. In fact, this is where these businesses make their money and are able to afford to make haute couture. So yes, that's right. The mainstream ready-to-wear clothing, accessories, and other products such as perfume and cosmetics that regular consumers buy are how these brands stay in business and are able to actually produce haute couture garments for the high-paying customer. So, if these garments are so expensive for the consumer and also so expensive and non-profit making for the business, why is haute couture so sought after? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit more. So, the reason that consumers buy haute couture is for status and the one-of-a-kind nature that these garments provide. Carson Thrash, a haute couture shopper, called it the pinnacle of fashion. And in fact, these ladies love the status that comes with purchasing haute couture garments. Have you ever seen videos of high fashion shows and you wonder who those ladies are that get to sit in the front row? Outside of celebrities and magazine editors, these are the haute couture fashion purchasers. So just like you and I would go to the mall and shop for our products, they go to fashion shows to decide which products they're going to order. Also, these garments are one of a kind. These garments are customized to the taste of the buyer and also tailored to their body. And that's why they're so expensive. So, all in all, you can see that haute couture is extremely interesting. And it makes you wonder, how much would these people be willing to spend on haute couture fashion? Since 1908, we see a lot, and that price is growing as the designs are getting crazier and the designers are getting more creative. So now you know a little bit more about haute couture and why it's so expensive and why these women are willing to pay salaries to get it. Thank you.